that's powerful. And that's always how God, seems to work through us. You get to a place in your life where you understand that you are indeed tremendously blessed, that things certainly could be, very different and far worse. Everybody thinks their situation is so bad. But I appreciate that about you. And you've always been that person and that energy that you bring to the table, helping others and extending yourself. So I want to take a look at some of the pictures that we want to talk about. So if you can just put up the first picture. I have them in order. You just start with the first one and just want to talk a little bit about each one of those.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. That is me with with my baby girl. And pardon the resolution, we really did the best we can with our iPod, taking selfies in China. But let me tell you, when you're determined to share your experience with others, you overlook the many stuff. So there's my daughter and I at the Great Wall, and she was there in China with me by virtue of my desire. Now, I wanted her to go with me because at the age of 3, I affirmed that Chinese would be her second language. Now, why God put that on my spirit, I'm not quite sure, but I do know I was not interested in her learning French the way my 2 younger sons were and still do learn French. For some reason, her learning style just coincides better with Mandarin. So when it came time for me to, when I learned that I was hired for the job, not only did the person interviewing me say, do you think your daughter would want to come with you? An unspoken desire, right? I wanted it. But here, I didn't want to, jeopardize the opportunity by saying, "Oh, I'm bringing my daughter." Well, never mind.
Right.
Because I knew she would be okay back here in the States with the tremendous support system that I had. But I wanted her with me because what you didn't see on my vision board was a picture of a mother and daughter holding hands, which represented my desire for a stronger bond with my daughter. So God made that happen. So when my husband learned that I was hired, he said, "Wow, it would be great if you could take Lady with you." So there you go, twice. 2 people echoed an unspoken desire. Now you tell me that wasn't God. That was God. So we had a wonderful time.
Wow. And I love that. I love that. And I loved how you were posting. Now, listen, if you want to see those pictures, the engineer here is trying to work on them. But certainly go to Kimberly's Facebook page at Kimberly K. Parker. And we're just going to dismiss that. We're just going to dismiss that. Go to her Facebook page, Kimberly K. Parker. She also has a website.
Yes, Kimberly, www.kimberlykparker.com.
Okay, so go to those sites and you can check out all the pictures there. We're not going to let that distract us, okay, at any way, shape, or form. What's more important is the power of this story and the power of God's hand on her life and how God made this dream come to reality. And the whole point of this opportunity today is so that you might tap into this same energy and have your dream come true as well. So let's talk about how you all got settled when you got there, and I want to hear about Lady's response. When the family found out, okay, this is really coming to fruition, talk a little bit about how they received it and how you prepared them, particularly the boys, that mom wouldn't be there.
Yeah. So considering I had spoken this opportunity into existence before it actually materialized, they knew. They knew that it would happen. They didn't quite know when, neither did I, but they knew it was happening. And let me just say parenthetically, I wasn't expecting it to happen within a year. I'm thinking somewhere in my distant future, right? Perhaps when the children are grown and on their own, right? Because you know me. I'm not leaving my children.
I know.
I'm not. I remember co-pastor used to give me a hard time. Co-pastor Mary Wilson, Union Temple Baptist Church, used to give me a hard time because I would have them covered. Like, let the children breathe, right? So you know how I am with my children. So when it finally happened, Kenny and I sat all of them down, and he said, Mama has something to share with you. And so I shared, and Kalani started crying because at that point she did not realize she was going with me. So we had to interrupt that. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. You're going with her. You know, you're going to China with her. So my boys, who are, they're very reserved in their emotion, right? They just said, wow, Mama, congratulations. But, and this is what Khalil said, but I'm not surprised. Right? Kalanji, he's more reserved than Khalil. Kalanji said, that's good, Mama. That's good. Now, that was around October, early November when I finally got the word.